Today I am suing Lily Richards for $2,500 because she promised me a beautiful customized wedding dress, but when I went to pick up the final product, it looked nothing like the sketch that we agreed to, and she refused to give me a refund.
Okay, take me back. How did you find Miss Richards' business?
My cousin referred her to me. My cousin was very happy with her wedding dress. She had a very gorgeous, elaborate gown. So I trusted my cousin, obviously.
So you had seen her work?
Yes.
She referred you to Miss Richards?
Yes.
At your first meeting, did you bring a sketch or did you bring a picture, an example of the kind of dress you wanted?
I brought 3 inspiration photos.
Do you have those today?
I do not have the inspiration photos, but I do have the original sketch that she agreed to do versus the dress she gave me.
Okay, let me just have those for now and then keep walking me through the process. You show her this originals, you show her the inspiration.
Yes.
She says, yes, I can do that.
Photos,
Hold
Your
on,
Honor.
Miss Richards.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Oh, so what I want to know is you go to her, you bring the inspiration photos. From the inspiration photos, you decide on this dress.
Before we reached that design, she did show me around her showroom. She tried to convince me to buy a dress that was already made. I did not like any of the dresses.
It took her hours, Your
However,
Honor.
I feel like she was really trying to make a sale because she told me, oh, any dress here, if it's not to your liking, I could customize it, I could add more embellishments.
That's not
Okay,
what I
but
said, Your Honor.
stop. I want to hear from you, Miss Richards, now, and I want you to take me back to your first encounter and the inspiration photos that Miss Greenfield presented to you. The 3 inspiration photos, did you feel like those were dresses you could accommodate?
Your Honor, what she said is that she wanted me to incorporate 3 inspirational photos into some dress. With only 3 months to her wedding, she wanted me to make her a brand new dress from scratch. There is no way, Your Honor, and I'm sure you understand this, that I could create a dress for her in 3 months, incorporating 3 different photos. That's when I begged her and pleaded with her to
Your Honor, I brought her 3 photos because...
to go through my...
Stop. This is what I want to understand. So when you saw the inspiration photos, you said to her, I cannot do what you're asking for in 90 days, so you gave her options. I could do another style of dress, which is, I hope, this kind of sketch. This is what you agreed upon. Or you could take a dress, all that's already in the shop, and I can add to, take away from that. Is that clear?
Yes, it is. I just wanted to clarify if you wouldn't mind. Okay, so what I said was that there's no way that I could make you a dress from scratch. First off, she has a very low budget, which I'm not used to, but I took pity on her and I wanted to help her. So I said to her, instead of, just saying no to you, go through my clothes, my beautiful dresses that have already been made, and pick one. And I will do my very best to make your dream day a dream day.
I understand. Can you both agree that then you came up with a sketch of a dress, which is this, that you both agreed you would try to make? Is that true? And if it's true, where's the contract that represents that?
Your Honor, I did the best I could on that sketch.
That you both agreed on?
Yes, Your Honor.
So this is the sketch that is listed and talked about in this order confirmation?
Yes.
Did you agree on this dress?
That dress, Your Honor.
Thank you. So there's 2 dresses. There's one on the left and then there's one on the right. Am I correct?
The one on the left is the one.
When I say that dress, I meant that is the sketch you agreed on.
The left one, yes, Your Honor.
All right. And then you're saying, Ms. Greenfield, that the one on the right is the dress you received.
She lies, Your Honor. She's a liar.
Your Honor, we agreed to the dress on the right. I wanted it to be very elaborate, very glamorous, and she gave me the dress on the left.
I did the best I could, Your Honor. I did the very best.
You all just said the opposite.
Yes, I wanted the dress on the right.
I told her I could not make that dress. I made it very clear that I would not be able to make that dress, that if I had to make that dress, the dress would be shifted, it would be, it just wouldn't look right, Your Honor, and it would be damaged.
Then why did she sketch it in the first place?
Because I wanted to help you. I took pity on you.
It does sound to me that the price is a bit low for what the bride is trying to achieve. She wants a beautiful dress that we can see, which is full body, big skirt and embellishments going from the bodice all the way down the skirt. And I know it's so much work for seamstresses, especially trying to create it from scratch. And something tells me probably she was not the only client for this seamstress, so she had other orders going on simultaneously. Therefore, completing it in 3 months before her wedding, I can see how it could be very, very stressful. And the two dresses did not really look that much different. To me, it looks like that the first dress is obviously beautiful, and that's what the plaintiff wanted, but due to time constraints, the seamstress wasn't able to deliver it on time. So she came up with a dress very similar to the first one, to the original, but something that can be accomplished in 3 months. She was trying to remedy the situation. She was trying to persuade her to pick something from her store, something that's already been made and can be customized on the spot, something that's easier to work with and can be accomplished within the time frames. Let's go back.
Sound like y'all being petty. That's what it really sounds like. Ms. Greenfield, I would like you to tell the court in this moment, and I want to be clear once again because I said earlier, the dress on the left is the one that you wanted and the dress on the right is what you got, and somebody said yes. So the truth is, it is this dress over here is the one you wanted on the far end.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you got the dress that's closer to me.
And
Yes,
she
that is
agreed on that
accurate.
dress. She agreed on the
Please
dress.
tell me what about, and I see a difference, but it is not so substantial from the sketch.
Oh, she wants what she wants.
Ms. Richards, I am going to always give you a chance to respond, but you've got to allow me an opportunity to have her say something that you can respond
Very
to.
upsetting, Your Honor.
I know you're upset, but be quiet for a minute. Okay, just tell me, what was the huge difference? What were you disappointed about?
I wanted floral embellishments covering the entire dress, going all the way down.
Okay.
I wanted pearl beading with crystal lining, and I wanted some more shape and lining up in the bodice area.
Okay, and you wanted all this for $2,500.
Yes, she told me she could do it.
Ms. Richards, now I want you to tell me from the dress that she asked for, how did you come to make the dress on the left?
Okay, I explained to Catherine over and over and over that I would not be able to do exactly what she wanted. There's a family relationship here, and I wanted to stay in good standing. I really tried to do the very best that I could.
Let me now address the order confirmation that you gave me. It says 1 bridal gown with customization. Quantity 1, price $2,500. Ball gown style dress, client wants fuller skirt. We got a fuller skirt. Add floral embroidery down the dress. I see floral embroidery down the dress. Add pearl beading lined with crystals. Is that the bodice?
Yes, Your Honor.
It's the bust line, Your Honor.
Just
She
the
wants
bust
to
line.
accentuate her breasts on her own wedding, turn it into some kind of a striptease
Oh, my God.
or a burlesque show.
Your
A wedding
Honor,
should
she
be elegant. A
she
wedding
has been
should be
rude and
beautiful. A wedding is
unprofessional
a
with me
blessed
this entire
event,
time.
Your Honor. And
Hold on, let's get some order.
Wow, that came out of the blue. I was not ready for it. First of all, none of your business. Even if that's what she wants to accentuate her breast area on her wedding day. That should be completely her choice. And to be honest with you, none of these dresses I feel like it accentuate to the point when it looks like burlesque show. She didn't make it to be like a neck plunge all the way to her belly button. That would be something that would accentuate that. But just putting slight padding and some embellishment on the breast area, isn't it what every bride wants, to look her best? And to me, seamstress took it a little bit too far with this comment. Let's go back.
First of all, there is nothing about this dress that looks like strip club, so I don't know what you're talking about. I realize you're upset, but you're taking it too far now. I want to now understand, you're telling me that you promised her that it would be substantially similar if you couldn't get it to her at her price. None of this is on your order confirmation, though.
I understand that, Your Honor. Unfortunately, a lot of it was verbal. I trusted her, and I thought that we could work
I trusted
together.
her, Your Honor. I
spent
believed her.
hours on that dress, Your Honor. I spent hours.
What did you end up wearing? Did you end up wearing the dress?
I did not wear one of Miss Richards' dresses. No,
So
I
what
had to
happened?
buy another dress. I had to
gave
buy
her
a
the dress,
random
Your Honor.
dress
I gave
off
her the
rack
dress and $1,000.
at the last minute.
So you gave her the dress
Right.
and $1,000
Yes,
back?
I did, which I
But
thought
it
was a
wasn't the
very
full refund.
extremely
I
generous
Stop talking
offer.
at the same time. You gave her the dress and $1,000. So when she complained, you said, I'll give you the dress and $1,000.
I could not give her a full refund because I had already embellished and customized the dress, which means that I can't resell it. So out of the goodness of my heart and because I cared about her, I gave her $1,000, which I thought was an amazingly generous offer, and the dress.
All right, so you can resell the dress.
No, she can't.
Yes.
Ms. Richards, if she owns the dress, she can resell the dress. What are you talking about?
I'm a brand name, Your Honor.
Yeah, you're a brand name that sells dresses to people, and once they pay for them, they're theirs to resell, give away, wear, and do whatever they want to do. I'm starting to question how doing business with you really was. That's one thing in court. You got to know when to talk, and you got to know when to be quiet.
Yes, Your Honor.
There's no way she could probably make the dress you were talking about for $2,500. The two dresses that I'm looking at are not so different. And it is for that reason I am not going to rule in your favor, Ms. Greenfield, because as a bride, no, you're going to hear me. Don't talk. Everything outlined in this contract is done on that dress. And I hate that you didn't have the dress you wanted for your wedding and you had to go buy something else, but that does not mean that Ms. Richards did not perform her duty to the best of her ability. And with that said, judgment for the defendant, court is adjourned.
With all due respect, it sounds like everyone got what they paid for. The bride got her dress, although it's not exactly what she had in mind, and $1,000 off of it. To have a dress made from scratch, a wedding dress, it costs so much more. And I don't know, guys, if you ever watched Say Yes to the Dress, which is the Kleinfeld salon up in New York, those dresses go for a lot of money, especially if there is any customization going on or it has to be done from scratch. They usually are very expensive, and if you buy a floor sample, it's always more affordable. At the same time, to me, it looks like the seamstress has zero to none patience, and maybe let someone else handle public relationship and you just do the sewing work somewhere in the back room and don't deal with customers, because with no patience, you're going to keep on shooting yourself in the foot every time you have to open up your mouth. And to be completely fair, if the plaintiff purchased the dress and she paid for the dress, although it's not the price that seamstress agreed upon originally, yet at the end they came to an agreement, the bride can set it on fire if she wants to. What did you guys think about this case? Do you think the judgment was fair? Please put it in the comments, and thank you for watching.